have a look on what happened last Friday on overseas markets. One thing that kind of stood out to me was UK, the FTSE, if you look at it, fell about 65, then rock over to the S&P, which closed up about 60 points. So that's a kind of interesting divergence to me. So in terms of my thought process, then I go into the data lab and I'm thinking, okay, well, that's interesting. I wonder what's happened when this structure has kind of been present in the past. So I asked, filter me when S&P prior day is greater than, let's say, 30, and the FTSE prior day is less than negative 30. Okay, so that's the structure that we're looking at. S&P rallied, FTSE fell prior day. So you can obviously go through, what the Aussie 200 did, what the S&P, excuse me, S&P did next day. But one thing I'm kind of interested in is, like, where did the FTSE finish the next day in that first session close? So 9 p.m. Australian time. What was the FTSE price at that point in time? So you can see here the distribution historically. I'm going to guess that it's higher on average. What's the average of the FTSE session close? Which kind of makes sense, right? Because UK obviously closes, so 45 points mean. UK obviously closes before the S&P. So in this case, the UK is closed, S&P's rallied into 7 a.m. on Saturday. You would expect that the UK futures follow it, and therefore the FTSE, when it opens and closes that first session the next day, would generally be higher. Okay,